All right, this is a good time for us to go over our felling plan. There's a 5-step plan that we use. First, we want to assess for hazards. We're going to go into the planning process in a little more depth a little later on in the video. After we've assessed for hazards and we know that there's a cavity in the tree, then we want to determine our side lean. And we will have some left side lean with this tree, even though we're going to be removing some of that. Okay, so that means that the good side of the tree will be on the right side of the tree. In other words, when the tree is ultimately back cut and to be felled, I want to be on the good side of the tree. I may be working on the bad side of the tree, so to speak, at some points, but ultimately I'll be on the right side, the good side of the tree when the tree falls. Our next step is our escape route. And our escape route will be to 45 degrees to the rear in one direction or the other. In this case, I will more than likely opt to go off to the right in a 45-degree angle. Then we will start with our hinge plan. And I'm going to be using a 70 to 90 degree open face notch. And then our next step will be the back cut plan. In this case, with this type of forward lean, I'll opt to use a bore cut. We'll be looking at this planning process a lot more closely as we go on through, and we'll review these little details as we do. So I'm going to go on up to where Rip's working right now. All right, Rip, we're just about ready. I see you've got the pull rope just about set.
That's right. I've got a block and tackle set up here, and it ends off with this wall hauler. This is a great little piece of equipment. It's a pulley with a camming device built right onto it so that when I tension up the line, I don't have to keep holding it. It'll hold by itself.
It's a great little tool, but one thing that we know very clearly is that this device is by no means intended to be used in a shock loading situation, but here in this static arrangement, the static setup that we've got, it'll be a great little help.
That's right.
Okay, I know that you've got a double sheave pulley over here on the tree, so we've actually got a 5-to-1 purchase or 5-to-1 mechanical advantage.
That's right.
Just in case we need a little bit of extra pull,
right.
that might come in handy. Now we've got the pull line here, and it's really not toward the top of the tree. We've got the pull down fairly low on the stem, high enough so we've got leverage, but we're not going to be twisting or torquing the tree with the pull line, because we don't want to do that. We could potentially break the top out of this tree. We now know that there are some pretty cracked and damaged limbs, pretty extensive damage up there.
I'll stay back here and be able to man the pull line if you feel you need any help.
Right. Okay, why don't we do a quick height measure? This is a great opportunity for us to just practice a height measure. Though we don't have any particular obstacles out here in this field, it's not that crucial that we know where the tree will fell or how far out the tree will be falling. This is a great time to practice. We don't want to wait until it's a crucial situation to learn how to use that height measure technique. This is the time to do it. So I'm going to use the stick technique here. And with the stick technique, this, by the way, is a fiberglass stick that we use for flip stick or for height measure. An ordinary stick on the job, as long as it's fairly straight, works just great. I want to align one end with my eye. And I'm going to hold my arm out straight and then just flip the stick up. And I'm going to want to match the stick from just the top of my hand to the top of the tree. And it looks like the top of the tree is going to be right about here. Right about here. You got a Pro Sight with you, don't you?
I've got a handy little device called a Pro Sight, and it works a lot along the same theory. What I've got here is this little card with a screw on the top and the bottom, and what I'll do is I'll set this up here and line the two screws up, line the bottom screw up with where he's going to be making his hinge, and then line the top screw up with the top of the tree. I think I'm going to be right about in here with my cut. So I'll make this little mark right here.
So you're a little forward of me then.
That's right.
Now both of these techniques are very similar. The important thing here is that the span between the two screws in your case, or the span from the top of the stick to my hand, is the same distance from my hand to my eye. And it's a right angle we're creating.
That's right.
Okay, I think we're ready to fell this tree, Rip.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, you're going to man the pull line, and I'm going to cut the tree.
Good luck.
Okay, thanks.